Hello, Munions, and welcome back. Today I want to take a little time and talk to you all directly. Yep, just you and Yeti. Now, I know you're asking yourself, can this mystical Yeti actually reach through the internet and grab me? Allow me to point out that Ari did not sparkle before the liquid crystal display flew out of her monitor the one time I had to do that to her. That MK the Worst was simply MK until I had to deal with her. And that Bill Warlow was actually Will Barlow before I had to use my powers on him. So allow me to strongly suggest that you get comfy for a few minutes and you listen to what I gotta say. Good. Now that I've bullied you into listening up, let's talk about bullying. It's something that I think everybody experiences to one level or the other. A lot of you may find yourself in a situation where you feel like no one else, receives what you get. And I want to point out that that's just not true. Throughout my life, I was a popular kid. I was an athlete. I was a really good athlete at school, and I was pretty well known. But I kind of kept to myself. I tried to stay out of trouble. I knew in high school people were looking for trouble. People would seek you out. People would want to prove a point, especially the bullies. They wanted to prove a point that they were bigger or better or stronger, or that they could just make other people laugh at you. So, even me, I experienced bullying throughout high school, and there was constantly, one guy or the other that might come up to me in the hallway between classes, might try to pick a fight with me. I had that happen several times, and it didn't matter that I could literally wreck their face in. That didn't matter. It doesn't matter to bullies. They don't care. They don't care that, they could be wrong. They don't care that things could turn out very badly for them. That's not the way they work. They don't think about that stuff. But what I had to do is just ignore them, really. And I know that sounds like terrible advice. Just ignore them. Actually, I wouldn't just ignore them. I would make it a point to say that there was nothing to gain from this. If someone came up to me and they wanted to try to make me look weak, or basically make me look like I couldn't defend myself against whatever they were doing, I knew it wasn't true, and that's all that really matters. I knew it wasn't true. I knew they were a weak-minded individual. I knew that they had nothing going on in their life, and this was it for them. This was the highlight of their day. The highlight of their day was, I walked up to Chris and I pushed him and he did nothing. Some tough athlete he is. He did nothing to me. And, if that's the highlight of their day, then the only thing you can do is feel sorry for them. And that's really what I did. I feel sorry for people. And, the point is that your life, despite what you may feel, and despite that you feel like you're being bullied and that people are picking on you, and life is tough. Life is tough. And it's tough for everybody. It's tough for me now. It's gonna continue to be tough. And at no point would you and should you ever feel like life should be some simple thing that you can just glide through. Because if it's not tough, then I believe you're not pushing yourself in the right directions. And you're not going to an area where there's going to be some pushback against you. And everything you do, there's going to be pushback. And there are winners and losers in life, despite what you may have heard. Despite all the attempts to make everybody a winner in kids sports and anything else that goes on, everybody's a winner. Everybody gets a participation ribbon. all that kind of stuff. And I understand the idea is to build people's self-esteem up. But the reality is there are winners and there are losers. And conveniently, most of the time, the losers are the people that were picking on you. Those end up being the losers. Those people end up growing up and they never make anything of themselves. And you have everything going for you. That's what you got to realize. You have everything going for you that they don't, and that's why they're bullying you. And, for me, I always, if someone wanted to bully me, I just made it pointless for them. If they thought they were tougher, fine. I would tell them they're right. You're right. You're tougher. You're a bigger person than me. You're stronger. You'd probably beat me up. This is kind of pointless. I'm not sure what you're proving. It's like beating up a small child. Do you get gratification in that? If you do, have at it. Go ahead. Most of the time, people are going to leave you alone at that point. It's not fun for them. Bullying is all about the entertainment value for the bully. And as long as it's entertaining for them, then they will continue on doing it. And that entertainment is partly up to you and what you do and the way you respond to it. If you provide that entertainment for them, then they're likely to continue doing it. And I know that's not a fair thing. And again, life is not fair. And life will continue to beat you up as you go along. But that's what shapes you. That's what makes you the person that you are. And I can't say enough how much when you get a little older, you will look back and realize, man, all the people that were cool, that would get in cliques and pick on other people, or be bullies, or be mean to them, or just exclude them from anything. Most of those people didn't amount to anything. They might deliver your pizza one day, or your party of whatever great event you have, just great achievement you have accomplished. And that's what they might accomplish in their life. You've got to understand that you're better. You're better than them. You always are. You always will be. And, I know a lot of times people will ask me, they'll say, Chris, who picks on you? Who does anything? Well, I mean, I've won worlds in jiu-jitsu. I've been a fighter. Who would pick on you? Everyone. That's what people do. That's the bigger people. The guys that are have gotten by their whole life by just being big and scary. Those a lot of times are bullies. When it comes to girls, it's the girls that were the good-looking girls in high school. Those are gonna be for girls. Those are gonna be your bullies. And let me tell you, from experience and from still being in contact with the number of people I went to high school with, or talking to them on Facebook and whatnot. The girls that were the good-looking girls that were the most popular, a lot of times they ended up marrying the miserable bullies and being miserable together and being ugly together. Not attractive anymore. No, they're the way they treated other people kind of came out in their own exterior view of their life. When you looked at them, they're no longer attractive. And what's funny is you will see a lot of the girls that didn't really, I guess, blossom or come into their own until after high school. The girls that got picked on a lot. You see a lot of times those girls are the ones that people are like, wow, they're attractive. It happens to the guys too. You can't let things in school dictate your life, and you can't let them control what you feel. And you've got to always know that you're a bigger, better person than they are. And to this day, people will. I can be out with friends. Bars. A lot of times you get these meathead guys. You go to places where a lot of really young people are, guys that just turned 21. Those are the guys that you'll run into a lot that are still basically bullies. And they will look to start something with anybody. Anybody, doesn't matter. And, the plenty of times I've been out with friends and, somebody has intentionally done something to try to just basically, pick a fight with me. They don't know that I fight. They don't know the things that I do. They don't know that I could literally smash them in a matter of seconds. They don't know it. And you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I don't care. I don't. And that's the way you have to feel in life. If someone bothers you, give them whatever. Tell them whatever. Make them feel better. You're better than me. You're right. You're right. You're better. You're stronger. You're obviously bigger. You're obviously tougher. You're obviously just a much better person than I am. And then go home and know that you're 10 times the person that there will ever be. And remember, never ever be bullied into silence. Never allow yourself to be made a victim. Accept no one's definition of your life and to define yourself. You are only a victim if you let yourself become a victim. Words are words, and I know they make you feel bad. And there are things that anybody can say that are trigger buttons, that they get right to your heart and they really hurt. But don't let those be what defines you. Don't let somebody saying something be what ruins your day. Laugh it off. Doesn't matter. I know you feel like it does, but it doesn't. Doesn't matter. You will always be better than them. And you will see it. You may not see it now. I promise you, when you get older, you will see it. You will be a better person than they are. You will always be a better person than they are. And, the good thing is, if you're watching this, you'll always be a Munyon. And if you're a Munyon, that means you got me. And I don't really like bullies. Let them know. Thanks for watching, guys.